We're recording now, Pat.
Okay, we're recording now?
Mhm.
Okay.
So, Pat, introduce yourself.
Okay. Is that how we're starting this video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that.
Okay, my name is Patrick Jeffrey.
Uh-huh.
I am 32 years old. I was born
Star sign? Yeah.
in a
what's your
small...
star
Oh,
sign?
my star sign is Aries.
Okay, perfect.
I was born in a hospital
Mhm.
on a small island.
I thought you were home birth.
Well,
You give off that vibe.
Yeah, but I lived in the hospital for 30 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
They didn't know I was living there. I kind of hung out in the cafeteria. I had a part-time job. I didn't get paid, but I got free.
Hey, you got
Jell-O.
free room and board.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh, hey, check it out.
That's why I wanted you on the channel. Today we are roasting Patrick Jeffrey's board game collection. Well, not really. I'm just going to pull off games off the shelf, and then I'm going to say, Pat, why do you love this thing? And you're going to tell me why you love it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say why he's wrong.
I'm going to bare my heart and soul.
Yeah.
And then Chris is going to rip me apart.
Yeah.
And then you'll see how quick and smart I am.
Yeah.
And my repartee, my wit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's well known
Uh-huh.
across the land.
So I'm just going to grab games off the shelf,
Okay.
and we're going to go through.
Oh my God.
We've moved Pat's entire board game collection to this house. Because Pat's going to be staying here for the month of July with myself and Matt, and also your partner is going to be here as well.
Totally.
Shout out to Charisse.
Hey.
Everybody in the comments say hi, Charisse.
Hi, Charisse.
Everybody in the comments say Charisse play a game with Pat every night because he's a special boy. Say that. I got you covered.
Guys. That'll count for a lot.
That'll count for a lot.
Yeah, if you know Charisse, you know that'll count for
yeah.
so much with her.
But yeah, so Pat's living here for the month of July. We're gonna have a big old board gaming house.
Yeah.
Which will be fun. And so we moved. I stole all of Pat's games and brought them here.
I literally said, okay, I think we'll move in. Because Reese isn't too allergic, and I don't think you'll be too allergic to our cats. So the moment that I said, yes, we'll move in, Chris then said, okay, I can be there in 10 minutes with all of my board game bags. And he knocked on the door in maybe 6 minutes. We were still eating. I opened the door, and there was Chris, and he barged in.
Mhm.
He didn't even say hello.
No, I didn't.
He just started putting games in his bag.
Down to business.
Yeah, he was dressed like Santa Claus, too. It was weird.
Yeah, I wanted to do a reverse.
Yeah.
Just really flip the trauma. Okay, I'm gonna grab a box then, Pat. We're gonna start out with a small box.
Okay, small box.
Mhm.
Let's start with the little games first. That's right.
Oh, here's one that I want to talk about because I haven't played this game.
Okay.
But I've heard it's good.
Yeah, bring it on. Okay, Tranquility. I really like this game actually. Sharice got this for me for Christmas,
Mhm.
and it's a really fun game for two people because it's basically like you have a bunch of cards in this kind of grid, and you're trying to build the grid as you go. And each of you has a certain amount of cards, and there's a certain amount of cards in the deck. There are cards from 1 to whatever, 120.
Mhm.
You're trying to build a grid, and it's not. It's kind of like the game where like you're trying to communicate, but you can't
It's
communicate.
limited communication.
You don't-
right?
exactly.
You're not allowed to say certain things.
Yeah, you don't know
about
what
your hand.
cards they have, and you can't actually speak. You have to do it completely in silence. That's why it's called Tranquility. You're trying to build a grid, and you're like putting a card here. So if you put a card that's 3, then someone else puts a card that's like 5.
Yeah.
You have a limited number of spaces on the grid, and you can't really place it too far from the 3 because there's only one number between them. But you're gambling on whether you'll see that 4. And whether you'll need that 4 to actually fill in the grid.
Mhm.
Fill in the whole grid, you win.
Nice.
I like this game. It's a fun game. And yeah, it's great. It's like nice for just like kind of having a sweet Sunday morning and you have a little cup of tea and you just make a little game.
Do you like to rate your games?
Yeah, sometimes I do. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to make you give every game a rating.
Every game gets a rating?
Yeah.
Okay, every game gets a rating. This one, I'm going to call this, this is a good 7. This is a good 7.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Not out of 7?
No.
not
If I rated it out of 7,
Yeah.
the math would be insane.
Not the Patrick Jeffrey out of 7 scale.
Oh yeah, I do
The
have a
patented.
I have a heptadecimal scale that I use sometimes, but that's only for film and for gardening tools and things. But yeah, no, this is a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
For
Just
what it
nice,
is, it's
calm.
doing it. It's nailing what it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Yeah, I've heard good things about Tranquility. I thought it looked nice. Maybe we'll play that together, you
That's
and I.
great.
Because I don't want to speak to you.
Well, good.
Here's the next one.
Okay, Jaipur. Okay, Jaipur. Okay, what do I say about Jaipur?
What do you like about it? Just tell the people what you like about it. You don't have to worry about going through a whole rules explanation each time.
Right, that's a great point.
We'll take the pressure off. We're just two buds hanging out, talking about games. But if I don't know a rule, then I might ask you what it's about.
I probably don't know the rules either. I'm pretty terrible at keeping rules in my head. Jaipur's fun. You're just buying stuff, and there's a bunch of camels.
Oh yeah.
You get a bunch of camels. They're very useful. But there's gold and stuff. It's a pretty game. You can play it at the beach. Pretty easy. There's no
you
tiny
played at the
pieces.
beach?
Yeah, we played it at the beach last summer. It was great.
That's nice. Even with cards?
Yeah.
I'd be scared to play with cards at the beach.
Like they'd fly away or something? No, it wasn't a windy day.
Oh,
Sometimes at the beach it's windy, but this wasn't a windy one. Yeah, I'd say this is. I like it less than Tranquility actually.
Okay.
I think it's a fun game. I just wish there was a little bit more game to it.
I find I really have oscillated on Jaipur, like back and forth in terms of like because Jaipur was often on like the top games for 2 players. Right? You'll see it on so many two player lists.
Totally.
But then you get it, and sometimes you're just like, It was okay. But then the last few times I played it, I was like, oh man, this is really great. I played it a bunch on Board Game Arena, so I really don't know where it kind of falls in. Yeah,
for me, I think it's definitely like it's certainly lower than Tranquility. I'd say like 5.5.
5.5.
Yeah, maybe 6. Now it's not like the greatest, but like anything upper end of the list is fine. It's like a good play.
Now I want to what adjectives would you use to describe? A 10 is amazing. Perfect, beautiful. Yeah. 7 is average then.
I'd say 7 is
7 is good.
7's good.
Are you going on like the BGG scale? Do you know like that?
That scale's pretty sophisticated.
Well,
right?
no,
it's each one has a sentence, right?
Sentence.
So you're like,
but I think it feels like you might be in line with that sentence. Because it's like good, and then 5 and 6 is like fine, but I'll play it.
Yeah, it's like 6 is like, oh yeah, I'd play that, sure. It's like I wouldn't like scramble to bring it with me on a contract or whatever, but like. Yeah, anything 6 and up, I'd say is solid. 5.5, like to 5. That middle area of the list is kind of like, meh. I probably will play it and forget that I played it. Right. That kind of thing.
Forget the rules at some point.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like an important game to me.
Right.
So this, if someone took this from me, I probably wouldn't feel awful about it being gone. Yeah. Anyway, that's the way. I had the impulse to just smack it out of your hand right now and just like knock it all out.
Just like karate chop it in half. Chop out of the thing. But I decided against it. I'll go with these because they're the same.
Oh, the crew's so good.
What do you like about the crews?
I love the crew.
Crew's so good. You like it better than those two?
Oh, way better. Okay, the crew makes me happy. Yeah. I think like the first one, we've almost played through the whole thing
of the first one.
And yeah, I was actually like I was stuck in Bathurst, New Brunswick. On a Theatre New Brunswick tour, and we were going like it was like a winter tour, right? And it was a snowstorm, and we had to cancel a show.
And so you had the same group for
3 nights, and we had the same group, and we just like played this like for hours. So it was like super fun, and I just think it's such an elegant, beautiful game. And then this one, I actually haven't even played.
Oh, really?
Deep Sea. No,
I think it's better.
I've admired it from the box, and I've looked at it and stuff, but I haven't really played it through because we're still trying to finish this one. So this is just kind of coming up.
So the difference between the two is that the goals here are not just like win this certain card. It's more win the highest number of this, or like make sure this person gets 2. You can kind of see it on the back of the box here, right? Like
the cards are really specific about what it is.
I will win more yellow than blue cards.
That's awesome,
right? Which is different than
this card needs to be won before this card,
exactly,
this card, which kind of did get fiddly at times. But
so I think I like the goals in Deep Sea more. So
nice. I even thought like the 2-player variant works pretty well.
Yeah,
there are certain times where it's impossible, like it's an impossible task because things will be hidden. But I thought it worked out to be a fine 2-player game for me, even though it says 3 to 5 with 2-player variant. That's
that is nice that it says that right on the back.
Yeah, it says it right there. There you go. You got it.
Yeah, with the 2-player variant.
Yeah.
Cool. What is the 2-player variant?
2-player. So you basically just like you shuffle all the cards and you deal them out. Yeah, between 3 people, and then like I think it's like 7 and 7. So each of you gets 14.
Okay.
And then the dummy gets like a bunch of cards. Well, you know. The dummy gets like cards on it. See, that's my quick repartee. That's he says, "Don't call me a dummy." And I go, "You know." That's I went to school for that. I'm extremely educated.
But there's just like a dummy hand. Like
it's just like you can see 7 of their cards, but they have hidden ones underneath them.
Oh,
so
cool.
You pull one card, you use it, then you go,
frig. Gotcha. Oh, that does sound fun.
It's pretty good. Nice. It works well for what you expect. Cool. This is probably an 8. I give the crew an 8. Love the crew.
This just looks like a deck of cards.
That's just straight up a deck of cards, but it's the old French style of cards.
Oh, you want to show it?
No, it's okay. Well, they're cool, but.
Well, now that you're talking about it.
Oh, now I'm talking about it. Okay, these are just French cards that Charisse got for me. And they have like, it says Jeu de la Pucelle, which is pretty cool. It's like an old French thing. So they just have these beautiful kind of like card variants. And it says dame instead of queens, like to me, that's exciting. Words. It's just, what's that? It says just bad words. And Varenne for, anyway, for the, what do you call them? Jacks. Yeah, I just like it.
Nice.
It's a nice little card.
All right, is this a game or is this another thing of cards?
Oh yeah, this is just my cousin got this for me.
Oh,
it's called the Clarendon's Merriment Mixture Categories game. All it is just categories in a box. It's the old drinking game categories. You pull out a thing, it says types of beetle, and then you go back and forth until somebody messes up naming types of beetle, and then away you go.
Nice, that's a fun little one.
It's pretty good. I give it actually 6.5. I give it a 6.5.
6.5. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
You also have a copy of Dutch Blitz.
Yeah, I mean we played Dutch Blitz together. You're quite good at it.
I love Dutch Blitz.
I love it. I think it's like one of the most hyped. It's the fastest you can think.
Oh, it's
incredible. Yeah. And every time I play it with new people, that like this is the one that people cling to.
Mm-hmm.
People just go, "Wow, once I got it, I really got it."
Yeah.
If it's their kind of game, it's like there's nothing like Dutch Blitz. I feel like everybody's played Dutch Blitz.
And what would you say to people who don't like Dutch Blitz? Really insult them.
Oh, if you don't like Dutch Blitz, your brain's in the shits. You don't understand.
I mean, you heard it here first. That's very rude from Pat. I would never say something like that.
It's about as rude as I get.
But it's Pat who said that. So
I have no idea what this is. This is Sharice's game.
Oh yeah,
it just says I think just make words with it. It doesn't look very fun, even though it's fun on the box. It's just called Quiddler. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll play it.
Maybe we'll play it and learn.
Maybe it'll be a surprise hit.
You know, when you look at a box and you go, I don't think I'm going to like that.
Mm-hmm.
You just, even though I like word games, I'm just like,
yeah. But you never know. Have you played the game Set? It comes in a box. Oh, look, it says up there.
It actually says Set Enterprises.
Yeah. That's why it comes in the same box, because it's the same.
See, I've never played Set.
Set, it's great. It's like a very quick, it's like a pattern matching game. It's like all quick thinking.
Oh, okay, there you go.
All right, tell me, do you like Arboretum?
Yeah, I do.
And why do you like trash games?
What? You don't like Arboretum?
No, I hate it.
Wow. So I got this for my mom, actually. And my mom doesn't really play board games or card games unless she's with me. So, like, I ended up having it. I have it now, but I bring it back. We play it sometimes. I just like it because you're just collecting trees.
Mm-hmm.
You're making a little kind of nice little path of trees, trying to connect them. I feel like it's a fun little puzzle, and it's just frustrating enough and just fun enough, and it feels like you're actually making a cool little arboretum of your
What player count do you often play it at?
I play it like 3.
3?
Yeah,
okay.
More often 3. Sometimes 2, but mainly 3.
I've only played it at 4.
Okay.
And I hated it because I found it to be like Kingmaker the game.
Oh,
because I was just like, when people going around, there was somebody doing other stuff over there, and they're like, "Oh, let me just not take the cards that they should have taken in order to."
Yeah,
there wasn't enough control. I've never played it at 2, so I'm open to enjoying it at 2.
Yeah,
like that potential back and forth.
Yeah,
I think could be interesting. Like I like the scoring of it.
Yeah, I like the scoring,
but I just I hated it. I had such an abysmal time with it.
You actually felt like it was like, okay, even when on your turns, you're like, I have to choose between this one and this one, and this is going to help you. This is going to help you.
Done. Like,
well, I guess I'll choose who I like better. That's rough.
It really felt that like I was across the table from somebody who I couldn't stop, and everybody else was just like, "Oh, okay, here, have everything you need." I was like, "I don't do you understand?" I guess it's any sort of game, right? But it just felt like more prevalent in our
because there's not that much you can do. You have to take a card.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So and it would get the 2. It's like, okay, I have 2 choices. Well, yeah. Well, what do I do? Okay, I just choose who wins now.
Yeah,
that's basically what it
it's either the one you don't know or the one that you see on the table. And often I just go for the one I don't know if that's it. But
so what number would you give this?
I rate him. I think if I gave Jaipur a 6, this would be a 6.5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's roughly around there.
Okay.
Like it's good. It's just I understand why people wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
And it is a bit kind of mathy, and you go, is this better than this?
Right.
But I just like the building of little tracks and stuff on the.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe no, it's 6.5.
6.5.
It's going to stay 6.5.
It's official now because it's on film.
It's official. It's on film.
Yeah. Right. As long as we're recording. We're still recording.
Thank God. Yeah.
I don't want to hang out with you if it's not the cameras aren't on.
No, we wouldn't. We actually got in a big blistering fight over some really nonsense things this morning, and now we have to kiss and make up.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. So Schotten Totten. I haven't played this.
This is fun. Actually.
I've never played it, and I know I would like it because it's a re-implements of Battle Line, right? Like that was the original version. And it's reskinned of that game, but it's 9 cards, right? Yeah. The 9 lane battling.
So Reiner Knitz, come on, Reiner Knitz. He's got the best. I don't know. I like his stuff. I know he has a lot of really crappy games out there. I know.
Well, he's made 500, 700.
Yeah, if you're making a billion games, they can't all be good. This is a good one though. It's a great 2-player game. I think you can only play it at 2. Mm-hmm. You're just trying to claim other sides of this battle line, this old line in Scotland, and all the cards have fun little guys on them. See, this is on a card too. It's just stuff like that.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
You've never even seen something so beautiful before.
Nice. Yeah. And continuity. It's in wrong hand. There was no cup before. In other words. Okay, Schotten Totten. Why do I like this game?
Why do you like it?
We played this camping. It was fun on the south shore of New Brunswick. It was really fun. And it has like wizards and stuff and these fun like magic cards that kind of change the rules of the game based on which one you play. So I really like that you can kind of add this kind of extra layer of fun complexity and intrigue. But just the fact that you're just trying to make little sets of cards on either side of this line, and then just the physical act of taking the token, moving it to your side, it was very tactile, I felt. Okay, we're actually fighting over this line. I can see the line. I put it over my side. Easy to teach. Charisse likes this one, so we play it.
Yeah. That's
sometimes
clutch, right?
It comes down to that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like,
for sure.
If my partner likes to play it, then
it will be
and I
more
like to play it,
enjoyable.
then thank God.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good time.
Finally, you have something in common.
Finally, that shotgun marriage wasn't the only thing keeping us together, right?
But also Schotten Totten.
Schotten Totten
It
marriage.
saves relationships.
That's real.
So what's this? It's got to be a 10 out of 10. If it saved your whole relationship.
I mean, let's not go say it.
This is dangerous ground you're treading here. If you're like your relationship is only an 8 out of 10, Pat.
God,
that's what you're saying right now.
Oh, none of it's true. None of it's true. It's probably an 8.
Yeah,
I actually would give this an 8.
An 8.
I give this an 8.
So it's the highest we've seen so far, along with the crew.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Yeah, this is the highest we've seen. This is an 8. This is an excellent game.
All right. Next we have Guillotine.
Yeah.
Which have you put? I think I've seen this.
Yeah.
And then I think it's like overly complicated for what it is. Does that ring true?
That makes a bit sense. It's not that complicated.
Oh, okay.
It's not that complicated. I've had this recommended to me in many different places, and by like, especially at board game stores, a couple times.
People recommend that.
Different board game stores. People recommend it.
They just want to get rid of their overstock.
And yeah, I think that might be it because a couple times now I've been like, oh yeah, I'm looking for a game that's just kind of like, it's fun. It's really like, it's story based and like, oh, like I really like games like whatever, I might just say, I like Everdell. I really like, Inish and stuff. And they go, oh, have you played Guillotine? And I go, that's nothing like anything like I just said. They say, or sometimes they'll go, do you like, at one store they were like, do you like how about, oh yeah, those games are great. Have you ever played the Marvel card game? I go, get out of here with your friggin' Marvel card game. That's nothing like the games that I like. You don't know me. I hate Marvel movies. I hate them all. Actually.
You hate them all?
I actually hate them all.
Wow.
But Guillotine's actually pretty good. It was recommended to me and it was so cheap. It was like $20 or something. It was like, it's all cardboard. It was like, what's not to like, You're basically just trying to get the highest value of royal
heads.
Yeah.
You're trying to decapitate as many royal people as you can.
That's all you're trying to do.
That sounds like a great theme.
It's a great theme and it works pretty
Kinda
well.
reminds
And you
me
actually
of
feel pretty.
Everdell.
Is that right? You're trying to decapitate there's an expansion. We're trying to decapitate what's his name? That evil rat. There's like a rat king.
You're not even trying to decapitate. No.
Well,
he just shows up in a couple of cards.
Oh, well,
but you can play him to like swap hands.
Oh, that's
one of them that he does. Yeah.
Well, Guillotine is a good little game to get your frustrations with the system out. You see, and this guy's already like in the basket. He's already in the basket. He's like leery eyed, like he's worried that he's gonna get decapitated again.
Yeah.
I haven't played it that much.
Not thematically accurate. He wouldn't be that scared.
No, he's not that scared. He's dead already.
Okay, so that's gonna dock it by at least a point.
Yeah, and we played it on a tour once, and it was just like not the time. Everyone was like ready to just have some drinks and chill after the show. It was a bit much. So explaining it,
that's why I said it was too complicated. I was actually on that tour. You don't remember?
You were that. Oh my god,
it was me, and I found it a little. I just wanted to drink.
You were in the wings, just getting wasted every time I go up stage. That was you.
That was me. Yeah, right. I wasn't in the show.
I thought you were in ASM or something.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't played it enough to really give a good score to it, but I give it a 6.5 right now. 6, maybe 6. I'll give it a 6.
Sure.
Maybe that's too much. 5.5.
5.5. It's the worst one so far.
It's meh. It's fine.
It's meh. All right, we got a couple more small boxes here. I'm going to do this one because you don't know. You've never played it.
I've never played this game.
Yeah, so
I bought this game because it looked
awesome.
I think it was like a shut up and sit down recommendation. And sometimes they recommend shit and they go like, and you go like, oh, maybe I'll get that. And you go, why do they recommend that?
Yeah, that's often their recommendation.
Yeah, often it's like your taste is very different from mine.
Yeah.
But this one looks cool. And then I opened up the box and it's like
very complicated,
full of like it's got so much stuff in there. Look at all the stuff in there.
That's a lot of stuff.
See, there's lots of, like, what's this lion token? Come on, what are you doing?
Yeah,
here?
You never know how that works.
See, what's this? I'm gonna eat it. Figure out what it is. Get down to the bottom of that, right? Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, it is so unplayed that the silica gel is still in it.
literally, I've never
But
played this
maybe
thing.
we can put that on our list of like things that we can sit down and figure it out. How
I
many
think
players
that'd
does
be
it play?
It's actually got quite a big player count. I bought it
Mhm.
because it seemed like a fun game you could just sit around and chill and play with a bunch of people.
Oh yeah.
It says 3 to 6 players.
Oh nice.
So
Yeah.
6 players
6
playing
players
a,
pretty good.
It's a trick taking game,
Yeah.
right? And everybody has different player powers.
I think
So
you left one out.
oh my god, I left all of these out. Anyway, yeah, it looks fun.
Cool.
I'll give it a 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Haven't played it.
Bleh.
No.
We'll play it. I think we'll figure it out.
Awesome.
I'm excited to do it. Yeah, it's something that I've heard. And in the comments, tell Pat why we should play it.
Or why not? Why
Or
you
why
hate
not?
this game? We should actually burn it. I think
Yeah.
it's all.
Maybe I'll
I think
have to
it's
put
all
this out
cardboard.
as soon as possible so that we can get feedback on it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. And then this one.
Oh yeah, Fort. Okay, Fort. What do I say about Fort?
What do you like about
I've
Fort?
played Fort quite a few times now. Obviously, Kyle Farron's a great designer. These are the most beautiful little cards. Like all
Yeah.
these little guys are so fun. The game itself is not. It's not that great. I do enjoy playing it, but like every time I play it, it's like, oh,
You
is that
wish
it?
You were playing something else?
Yeah, well, kind of. I was like, is that it? Is that all it is?
You're
But
roasting your own collection.
I
Even
kind
more
of,
than
I
me.
know. Like, I think I buy a lot of games just from what they look like, and then
Yeah.
I get into it, and I go, the mechanics of that are not that. There's not that much game there.
I think I like Fort more than you then.
I think I do like Fort though. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like I'm just trying to see both sides to it. I like pizza and toys. I like that all the people have their own little systems, and I
That's
like that you
true.
eventually do get to understand what the symbols mean.
If there's one thing that I know about you, Pat, it's that you love pizza and toys.
That's actually all I love. That's one of my
Honestly,
only
that's just why
pizza,
I've made
toys,
this
and
channel.
trees. But what do you think? Do you think this is a good game?
I like Fort. Yeah.
You like Fort?
I
You
think it's
play it?
good. I think I don't own it, but like it has the follow mechanism in it, which is one of my favorite mechanisms
Oh, yeah.
of
That's
like
nice.
playing something and then everybody can like throw a card to follow down.
Yeah.
And I do like how the kids swap back and forth because it makes me feel less lonely.
Yeah.
Like one day someone else's friends might be my friends, even if they're not my friends right now. Or that when friends leave me, it's okay because I will get other friends. So I just think that's nice.
I just imagine you as Jenna Maroney from 30 Rock. Just the way you said that was very Jenna Maroney. That's real. And then you also have a little playhouse in
Uh-huh.
a tree.
Yeah.
It's called a tree fort.
Oh yeah.
And they have a little tree fort sometimes. You could stick friends in the fort and use them later, or use them for their pizzas or abilities or special.
It just makes me feel better about using my friends.
yeah,
Just
well,
in
that's it.
general. Like friends are a commodity to be spent and cast aside.
Yes,
So
exactly.
also like it works both. It works either way. For me.
Yeah. It's actually about your life. You were the let me find you.
Yeah.
Actually.
I'm Ghost.
You could just edit around this. to
Yeah,
make
I'll
people
edit
know.
around it.
This is who you are.
I guarantee I'm Ghost.
Oh, no, I'm going to give you who you are. This is who you are.
Okay, I'm going to tell you who you are then. You got to give me half a stack.
I'm going to tell you exactly which little
right.
fort kid you are.
Is there any kid whose name who has a mustache?
No kids have mustaches. Oh, I could be really nice to you. I
Yeah.
can give you a really nice one.
I'm deciding what I pick for you.
Oh, I like some of these.
Oh, you know what? I think that might be you.
Okay, I like these 3. But no, it's not you yet. Oh my god.
All right, I got 3 for you for my half.
Oh, you have 3?
Just on
Okay.
gut reaction.
Okay, here are the
Okay,
3
I'm
that
gonna
I got
order
for
them
you.
in my own.
I'm going to be really nice to you.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm going to be really nice.
Thanks.
I'll give you a couple. There you go. No, I actually have to.
Now we only saw half of the deck. Like I saw me in my
That's
half.
right.
Honestly,
I'm gonna give you that
I'll
one.
pull out who I think is me.
Okay.
And
Oh, if you're doing who's you, then oh yeah.
well, I'm pulling out an alternate for me.
Okay,
What
this is
could've
who
been
you
me.
are.
All right.
This is who you are.
Wow, that's a big stack.
That's only 3.
Oh, it's 3. Okay, so let's reveal our
Okay.
3. This is Pat Jeffrey number 3.
Okay.
Pat Jeffrey number 3 is Bug.
Oh, Bug.
Yeah,
I like Bug. He collects bugs
I just think
and he's a
Bug.
little fella.
He's like kind of a bit of an adventurer.
Yeah, I
he's
like
kind of
Bug.
to himself,
Yeah.
but like he's got a good personality. So
Yeah.
I like Bug. So Bug was my number 3 for you.
This is your number 3.
Okay,
Here's your number 3. Skids.
his name's Skids.
Yeah, I bet when you were growing up, you had a bunch of skid marks in your
I've never had a skid mark in my entire life. Thank you very
It's
much.
like because he's wearing a helmet. I feel like Chris was a kid that wore a helmet everywhere.
Well, because he's clearly on a bike. He's holding a bike.
He's holding a little bike.
He's
yeah,
holding
sure.
a bike. That's why he has a helmet.
Yeah, that's
You
what
think
they
I-
call him skids. Everyone calls him skids for many reasons. He's skidding around.
You think I'm kidding? Wow. Okay. All right. Well, you're gonna.
Are you?
Wow, this is nice. This is good. This is Patrick Jeffrey number 2, closer to Pat
Okay.
Jeffrey.
Oh, I like it. Oh.
Yeah, his name's Blades.
Oh, Blades. That's cool.
Yeah,
oh, you're
Blades
being
is-
nice to me.
Yeah, Blades is cool.
You're
Blades,
being really nice to me.
yeah,
That's
I'm a
great.
nice guy.
Look, Blades is doing a
Blades
cool
is
little
really
trick.
cool. He's doing a cool little trick.
And he's a best friend, too. Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he's a best friend.
See
You know,
that?
I'm just trying to tell you something.
How sweet is that?
And I just think that Blades, it captures your adventurous spirit. You're an
Yep.
active guy.
Yep.
You know, people should see your calf muscles.
Oh, yeah, don't look.
Yeah, they're like tree trunks
I
down
was dancing
there.
at a wedding this weekend, and a guy came over to me out of the blue and said,
squeezed-
"Hey,
squeezed
I
him.
can tell you never miss leg day." I
Nice.
said, I don't like that when people come up to me and say,
Did he squeeze him?
I would have preferred he just squeezed him and said nothing. You know?
But yeah, so I think Blades
Yeah.
has kind of got like he's a cool guy. He's a leader.
Okay.
So I see you kind of as this like
Blades is a
that
leader
sort of thing.
things.
All right, now
here's
now
your number
ready for you
2.
to hurt my feelings.
This is your number 2. Here you go.
This is you, number 2.
All right.
I just like the look of this little fellow, and this is who I think you are. When I think about you, this is who I think of you as. You're Doodles.
So Doodles is very, very adamant. Like you look at this picture of Garfield that he drew.
Yeah, Doodles has seen something and needs you to be invested in his special interest.
Dude's
I can relate to Doodles in that
Totally.
capacity.
Doodles he never goes to sleep.
Yeah, my computer just died because
Oh, dear.
I thought I recorded something else down here and it survived, so
It's
I
fine.
didn't think I needed it. Nope. All right, so Doodles.
sorry. Okay, that was Doodles. That was your number 2. Here's
the
your
number
number
2.
3. Oh wait, no, you give
Okay,
me
I'll do. This is the number 1. This is number 1.
Oh
Pat.
yeah, number 1.
Number 1, Pat. Captain.
Oh, Captain, look at that.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Wow.
Captain's brainy. Captain knows what's up. Captain is
That's
calm.
great.
Captain is demure.
Very, very brainy and demure.
Demure. Captain looks
Oh.
like a very studious type of guy.
Very, very respectful
or
too.
or
Those
girl.
hands,
I don't
claws.
know.
And the little eyebrows kind of pointing as
Mhm.
if they're really concentrated.
Yeah, and I know that's the expression you make when we
Yeah.
play games.
That's right. Yeah, because I'm so lost and baffled. This is your number 1.
All right.
And this is me being a cheese ball. Look at that. You're the golden boy. Look at you, the golden boy. And you got the map.
You know the way.
You know, I've just been showing little pictures. I thought you might think of this as me,
Smoke.
just
I
because
like it.
he's friggin' sketched out.
And I thought this would be you. Your thought of me. Actually, no.
Smoke.
I thought the two of us together were going to be
Oh,
Noodle
We can be the
Twins.
Noodle Twins. We can recreate that pose with
This-
all the games for the thumbnail. That's the
just
that's
like
the Noodle Twins.
little bowl
Just
cut.
out of frame.
That was me. This is actually me. I was the young noodle
Yeah.
with a little bowl cut and a bowl.
Well, I'm glad you didn't give me Worm. That was nice.
No, I picked out worm and I said, I said no.
And so that's the most fun you've ever had with Fort.
Maybe it's quite a thinky game, and it's not like an emotionally. Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 6.5. It's a
6.5.
Yeah,
6.5 for Fort.
yeah,
I'd probably
6.5.
rate it a bit higher personally.
I'm doing pretty good, I think, on my personal list.
All right, I'm gonna get some bigger boxes, and then I'll go back to some smaller boxes.
Okay, great. Love it. Yep, right on. Okay. Modern art. I love modern art.
You introduced me to modern art. I played
Right
it for
on.
the first time with you.
Yeah, modern art's great. You can tell I play it all the time because it's covered in dust. Modern art's awesome. I find it's quite easy to teach. You just need to teach 5 different types of auctions, and everyone's familiar with them. And all the auctions are just written on the card. Like the name of the actual type of auction is the symbol there, and you can all remember that easily. I just like it because the paintings are really beautiful, and people that aren't really into board games can kind of connect to this because it's not super. It kind of has the same pieces as Monopoly, just like little hundreds and 20s and
Thimbles.
ones and stuff.
There's a lot of metal thimbles and metal dogs.
Well, I mean, like
I love driving around the metal race car in modern art.
I just mean like the basics of like what are in Monopoly.
Mhm.
This is that, only instead of trying to outbid for places and stuff.
My favorite part about modern art: community chest.
Yeah, every time you go get free parking, get
Yeah.
everything in the community
Yeah,
chest, right?
yeah,
It's the best.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I love modern art. It's super fun.
What's your rating?
I give 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
It's the top.
This
So
is up
far.
there. Yeah, so far Modern Art's way
So
up
far,
there.
it's the best one we've ever seen.
Also, like simplest rules for like the most fun, and it's really, really like you can make
Yeah.
any kind of story about it. All the paintings. When we played it last, you were
Yeah.
like playing the real.
Oh, it was great.
You're a real.
I was just screaming the auctioneer.
Auctioneer.
One,
You're a
100,
wild
100.
auctioneer.
That's how I got the most money.
Yeah.
Because I got people excited to bid.
Yeah, totally.
That was my strategy. Wavelength
Yeah, Wavelength.
is a great party game, and I'm
Wavelength
glad
is
you had it
excellent.
so that I didn't have to take up room to bring it.
Yeah, what do I say? Wavelength is really fun. It's a great way to get to know people, and I just love it. Especially with new people, like it takes 5 seconds to explain the game.
Yeah.
Once people understand how, the hardest part about teaching it is just like when you move the dial, here's the best place to hold it so that you don't like accidentally
Yeah.
open it or
It
whatever.
is a hard teach, but then you just do a round and they get it.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, exactly. I think this game is easily a 9. Yeah, easily a 9.
It's the best so far.
Yeah, 100%. Wavelength is excellent.
I brought these out, Codenames and Decrypto,
Great.
because again they're comparable, right? Like
Yeah.
teams sending
Yeah.
information. Why don't you talk about what you like,
Yeah.
the differences of all of them, and then you
Okay.
can rate them against each other. It feels
Yeah.
like Wavelength is going to be the number one.
Wavelength so
Out of
far
them.
number 9 is yeah. So Codenames, okay. Codenames, you're just trying to get someone to guess where your agents are in a grid of words. I just have the word one.
Do you like Codenames more than Wavelength? For me, Wavelength killed Codenames.
Yeah, definitely Wavelength is funner.
Mhm.
Codenames is like, okay, you need to just shut up and play.
Mhm.
And for a game, for like a party, it's a terrible vibe to introduce to a party. Okay, let's all just stop talking,
Right.
stop doing the funnest part of the party, and just like
Yeah.
concentrate on this little grid. And
Is
you're gonna be really
talking the funnest
frustrated.
part of any party?
Oh yeah, talking.
Talking?
Yeah, I think so. Why? What would you say?
Playing games?
Oh shit! I lose. Don't I? This is where you press the big button and I fall through the floor
Yeah.
into a 200-year-old Haligonian basement that you haven't even been to yet.
No.
He's too scared of the
I'm too
basement of his
scared.
house.
I'm too scared. Well, what rating would you give Codenames?
Okay, Codenames. I still like Codenames.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
nice.
bad. I give Codenames a 7. I think Codenames is a good game.
Whenever I play Codenames, I am always happy that I played.
Yeah.
But I never want to play it. I'm like, oh, Codenames.
Like,
Okay. And then we play Codenames. I'm like, oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
There's
totally.
a reason why it's like popular.
Yeah, it's really gamey. There's a lot of fun to that game.
What I would say is interesting about why I think Wavelength is better. I don't know if I've said this to you,
Yeah.
but I think it's because every turn you get to talk about what happened. Codenames, you have to wait till the end of the game to talk about what happened.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
funnest part of the party. Talking
Totally.
can happen in between
And
the
you can-
rounds of Wavelength.
You can chat during Wavelength. Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
problem chatting. Codenames, you could give some information away. That's the most
Yeah.
annoying thing.
Yeah.
Like, don't say anything.
Yeah.
And it's also like the rules are like, oh, you can't say this, you can't say this, you can't say this, you can't give this kind of fact. And then like people
You
always
just
try
do
to
it.
break the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And you're like, well, that was fun.
Now, do you like Decrypto?
Yeah, I like Decrypto.
Where
Decrypto's cool.
does it place amongst those two?
Ooh,
Party
Decrypto between those two, I think.
Between
Decrypto's
6 and 8?
Yeah, because you can chat and stuff. You can converse.
Mhm.
Is it an 8? Oh my god.
Well,
I
that's
guess
right
maybe,
between.
yeah, I'd say 7.5.
7.5.
Because it's still kind of it's a little bit fiddly to me still.
Mhm.
But I really like that you're listening into the other people's codes and
'Cause
you're
you
trying
like-
to come up with what their code is. If these words are in common with these and try to say that same sequence. I think it's more fun to collaborate with other people
Mhm.
and decide what codes you're going to use than it is to just do it on your own with Codenames. Like Codenames is very, very internal, and Decrypto you're at least with others.
Now, after getting Decrypto, do you find that you eavesdrop on people's conversations more or less?
I always did, and I always will.
Okay, great,
Yeah,
perfect. Yeah, Decrypto 7.5.
If I'm ever sitting next to you in a cafe, you know I'm not
You
reading.
know.
I'm listening to everything that you're saying.
Okay,
It's my favorite thing.
Let's talk about this one right now.
Great.
Because it's also in the main party game.
Okay, Avalon. For some reason, 2 summers ago, we played this like
So
all the time.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
Last summer, it seemed like for some reason, like maybe the group wasn't as enchanted with it.
We
Or
only
maybe
played
there
it
were
like 3
people that had
times.
played it quite a few times these summer before and
Yeah.
then returned, so they weren't as excited about it. But I love Avalon, and
Mhm.
I've played it quite a few times since. I bought it because you brought it, and I thought it was excellent.
yeah.
Yeah, what a great way to actually put people together and have them kind of fight.
Yeah, just yell at each other.
Just yell at each other, just say awful things that they
Mhm.
can never take back.
Really, just there's a rule that Pat implemented, which I thought was weird, but you have to vehemently insult every person around the table at some point during the game.
I was playing this at a wedding. I brought this game to a wedding, which is a random game. And the bride and groom weren't playing. But
They were on opposite teams. They're good and bad.
they weren't even
Like, you're a
involved.
liar!
They're like way over there.
Through the ring.
Yeah. I'm afraid that would happen.
Yeah.
But someone like actually got quite mad at me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was just like, why would you say that if you're not the
Yeah.
whatever,
People can get pretty mad.
Mordred. And they were just like, can you shut up? Like, it's like, oh no, I brought the bad vibes. So sometimes bad vibes can be engendered by this game, but I think it's a great game. I still give it a 9.
I thought you
I
would
give this
say
game
9.
a 9. This is excellent. This is my favorite game 2 years ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to your little smaller boxes here.
Great.
And then we'll be on to the big boys.
Great. Whoa. Got a mad stack there. Okay. The big boys. The big ones.
Herbaceous.
Okay. Herbaceous.
Dr. Finn.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful little game.
Never played it.
I'm a huge fan of this game. It's great. It's beautiful. Sharice picked this out at a board game place, and I was like, what is this game? And then we played it, and I was like, that's an excellent game. That's a really smooth, wonderful little game. I give this easily 8.5. Yeah. I'm generous today. Oh my god, nothing's dipping below 5.5 for me. Oh
no
my
way.
God. I guess it's my collection.
What's your
so I
collection?
get rid of the games.
You would get rid of the ones that suck, right? Yeah.
So Herbaceous is awesome. It's just gorgeous. Like these cards are beautiful. You're collecting things, just set collecting, and you have to commit to a certain thing. So you say, okay, I think whatever 6 saffron is the most saffron I'll ever get. So you'll put those under a card, and then I guess I could have gotten more points for it. But you have to commit to something, otherwise you'll end the game, and you won't have enough time to commit to each of the types of set collects that you can collect.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty game.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it, but I know Steve Finn. There's a book of solo puzzles over there that he just came out with.
He just does his own
He's made solo puzzles. Have you ever played Biblios?
No, I haven't.
Biblios is great. That's my favorite by his.
Okay.
And then there's a game called Floriferous, which I've also looked into, but I never looked into Herbaceous because I've never really seen it on that. So it sounds fun.
The cutest thing about it is that you have the herb biscuit card right there, where if you get the 3 special kinds of herbs, they have a 1, a 2, and a 3 on them. If you get I think it's chives and whatever, some other kinds of herbs, then you get the herb biscuit. And the herb biscuit is worth 5 points. If you get those 3, you get a little biscuit.
Nice.
I don't know. It's just nice. But
that's what makes it 8.5.
Easiest way to make a game good for me is just those really specific details.
Add in a little biscuit.
Same with anything. Shows, performances. Those little details count and matter.
Mantis Falls. What is this game?
What is this game? We played this once. Okay.
When?
And I would like to play it again. We played this once about a year ago.
Okay, so recent.
Yeah, it was maybe a year and a half because
Okay.
it was like a Christmas game.
Was it just you and Sharice? Oh, it's only
just me and Sharice. It's really just a small game. You're trying to you're basically just trying to. What are you trying to do? You're trying to oh my god! You're trying to escape this murder town, and then one of the people might be a murderer. So they're
out of the 2 or the 3 of you.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's possible that the person so you'll shuffle 3 cards and one of them might actually be a murderer,
right?
Or like a double
double agent,
and or you might have shuffled the good cards in. So you're always kind of trying to help each other up to a certain point, and then if the person is evil, then they try to kind of backstab you. But we only played a game where we were both good, so we were both kind of a little bit skeptical of each other.
Yeah,
it was an interesting way to kind of set that up, but we didn't play it since. It takes a lot of setup. Yeah, that was the one thing I remember about it. It was a lot of setup, and it wasn't as pretty. It's kind of like this grayscale thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we didn't gravitate to it again, because design is very, very important for us, at least.
Yeah.
Mantis Falls. I feel like I haven't even played it enough to really understand what to give it. I give it maybe a 5.5 now, just because I was we played it.
We played it once, and
and I haven't really missed not playing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Should we take some of our valuable time of game time this summer playing that?
Honestly, our valuable game time, I don't think we're going to get as much out of this as we could get out of something else.
Fair enough.
So maybe it's actually low. Maybe it's 5.
Then I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to worry about the FOMO of Mantis Falls. Unless there are people in the comments. Again, I'll put this out. I'll put it up Friday. I'll make sure to.
Okay.
Make sure to get it.
But what if somebody that actually designed this game is watching? They're like,
well, then they'll say, play the game. It's really good.
They might say, yeah, play it. This is why you should play it, and you'll get much more of it in the second one. There's a lot to this game that I haven't seen.
Is this just Love Letter, but Lovecraft in a giant box?
Yeah, that's all it is.
Oh, I shouldn't have even brought Love Letter.
Well, I didn't even really remember that this was what that was. It's a little bit more complicated than Love Letter.
They always kind of change it up, right?
Yeah, it's changed up and stuff. And there's all these unfathomable horrors.
That's really pretty. Oh, and you sleeved it.
I think it came
Oh, it came
pre-sleeved.
sleeved?
It just came sleeved.
Wow.
Or like somebody bought it. We bought this used, and then
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
sleeved it, and then they sold
Look at all
it.
these cool little
Tokens and stuff. Yeah, Cthulhu kind of tokens. I don't really know anything about the Cthulhu thing,
No.
so it was just kind of like, okay, we played it.
It's just like acceptable hentai.
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. Let's move on.
I just wanted to see how you'd react to that. We got Sushi Go Party.
Hell yeah, Sushi Go. Sushi. Talk about acceptable hentai.
Sorry, what did you want? What score did you give acceptable hentai?
When you put it like that, a 10. No, this is frig. Oh god, I guess I'd give it a 6. I'll give it a 6.
A 6?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, first time I played it, I was kind of like, oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
That's what you always do with that card. And I was like,
That's what you want from a game. The first time you play it, go, man, that's annoying.
I'm gonna give it a 6 if I said that's annoying the first time I played it, because we played it 2 or 3 times. Maybe I'll give it a 5. I'll give it a 5.
It's the lowest one.
I have this way lower on Board Game Geek now that I remember.
yeah.
I played it a few times and it was just like,
Yuck.
I felt like
Ugh.
ants crawling on me after
Yeah.
I was playing it. I was like, ooh, this guy's. Ooh.
Well, now that we've played some Love Letter at lunch, maybe we play that and see what the upgrades
Maybe I'm
are.
more impressed with it now.
Yeah.
Okay, Sushi Go Party. I'm gonna bang through this one really quick.
Yeah.
Sushi Go Party's great. You just collect little sets, collect cute little sushi guys. Not deep at all, just passing things along.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it because of the design and because it's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you have a favorite
it's
card?
delicious. Oof. My favorite card?
Do you have a do you know a set offhand? Because you mix them up, right? Like
Yeah,
you
mix
match them
all
up.
up. I like them all actually. I like certain desserts that they have. I'd have to look through. I can't honestly remember what.
The only thing I
specifics are.
remember, I played Sushi Go Party once.
Yeah.
And we will play it again.
Great.
And we
Yeah.
will only play with the miso soup being involved.
Okay.
Because miso soup is, if anybody else plays miso soup, you get no points.
Oh,
And
right.
so
you have to do
every
the-
single time I was like, I'm playing miso soup. If I get a miso soup, I'm playing miso soup. And I had no points at the end because everybody else was just like, can I play miso soup? And make sure you can't. But I had the best time playing. I'm playing miso soup. Anyway, I'm warning you now, if miso soup is in there, I will
You will
follow
play.
my strategy. And it will win at one point in time.
Someday.
Because people will be like, well, I can't play miso soup.
Yeah.
Chris is playing miso soup.
Good old, what is it? Good old 5. Like it's like a
Yeah.
gambler that always picks the one. in
Yeah,
case something
exactly.
that works.
So what are you rating Sushi Go Party?
I'll give it a 7. I think it's just cute and fun.
Mhm.
This is a fun little guy.
Oh, look, we got big boys coming in now.
Obsession. Holy God. This is a heavy ass buck.
I'm excited. I'm excited to play this with
Yeah,
you.
I'm
because I've
excited
only
to play
played it once.
Yeah, this was a pretty fun game to play. Like I think the first time I played it, I expected something else, and
Me
I
too.
expected it to be more like, I don't know why I expected it to be like a worker placement game. It's really not. Like it's more just like you collect these little tiles and you kind of choose which tiles you want and choose what kind of festivals you want to throw, and then you just do that stuff. And you have certain kinds of workers can only go to do certain kinds of things. So you need like a butler to do this. You need whatever, like a servant to do this.
I remember us talking about this,
Yeah.
and then I made a comment about the butler's the black meeple, right? It
Yeah.
can be stolen.
Yeah.
You can't steal it back from someone,
You can't see
apparently.
Huh.
So, because we were like,
Right, we were like, yeah,
oh,
we
it
got into an arms
stolen.
race at one point.
Like
with
stealing
somebody
it back
else.
and forth.
Yeah.
So that might change things. I don't know how much that will change, because somebody in the comments was, this is a great part about YouTube.
Oh, that's
I
right.
mentioned it and they were like, no, that's not right. And I was like, great, I got to tell Pat.
Best part about YouTube is people will correct you.
Yeah,
they
for
will
sure.
correct you.
Oh, it's great because me and my buddy Zach are playing through Iridia.
Okay.
And so like I have like 5 more chapters to put out.
Yeah.
So I'm just putting it out once a month, so the whole channel is in Iridia.
Oh yeah.
But
That's smart.
it's
yeah.
great. Like we'll get rules corrections being like, no, you actually have to use your armor like that and like
Nice.
that, because
Yeah.
the quick start was just horrendous too. So like it was a really bad learning process. So we're
Totally.
definitely getting a lot of rules wrong, like little things, but it's great. Like
Yeah.
and then I can incorporate those in
Yeah.
my future plays.
The first time I played it was like very much like I was a really bad I was a bad host. I was like still learning it when I got my buddy Chadwick to come over.
Yeah.
And he was just visiting for the Navy, and like he was like he had to go back to the base at a certain time of night, so he
Right.
just kept checking his watch. Like,
Right.
Oh God! Like he was like, I have to be in Boston tomorrow. Like I was like, oh man, what?
You're
I should
like,
have chosen a chiller game.
But,
But
I wanted to play it.
Nay, good sir, your butler may not perchance mayhaps be used in such a manner. He's just like, man, I gotta go.
It's like
pilot a boat tomorrow.
I'm going to another country.
Pat, I'm going to war. Why have you brought me here?
Well, wouldn't we? And you're dressed up in a full butler costume, and you're making him wear the full the Regency garb.
He said, and why do I have to wear the little boy sailor suit? Why can't I wear a normal size sailor suit?
Because you're in the Navy.
Obsessions, I want to play it again.
So have you
I
only
really
played it
wanna
that one time?
I only played it once.
Okay,
I know.
yeah, we'll play it then for sure.
We will.
I'm excited.
It's a very, very interesting game, and I think it's worth another play. So I will bookmark it for the 6 to 8 range. Maybe not as low as 6, but yeah, certainly like 7, 8 range right now. I'll give it that.
Is it in the top 100 on BGG? That's what I want to know.
I think it's pretty high up because we
I
wanted
think
to play.
it is in the top 100.
We played this other one called like Dating. What is it? Dating Mr. Darcy or something?
Marrying Mr. Darcy. Oh yeah, that sucks.
I had a great time on
Oh, really?
playing it because we were all like,
Well,
kind of
just
drunk.
silly.
We were just, It was just that. It was just that stupid bit.
Yeah,
like
it's just
45
that stupid
minutes.
bit. Yeah.
Ew, I'm having dog tonight.
Yeah. That's 65 on board.
Okay. Number 65. There you go.
Number 65.
Good for them.
Also in the top 100.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Viticulture's so good. What can I say about Viticulture?
What do you like
this
about
game.
it? Yeah, it's awesome.
I love that it's so beautifully made. It's beautiful to look at. I think it's one of the most beautiful games. It's so elegantly designed. I love worker placement games, and this one is exactly what I want. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like any game that's a worker placement game has to be. It has to do what this game does, or I'd just rather play this.
Yeah, fair.
I don't even have that like the Tuscany thing. I don't even need that. Like I just find that the seasons work extremely well too. You can do certain actions in the summer, certain actions in the winter, and that you have to wait till the whole year is done before you take your workers back. I just think that's brilliant. That you can't do anything at any time. You can only do half the actions now, or you can do half the actions later and save the workers for then. And it just makes sense. It's like you can't make wine until you have to harvest the grapes, and then you have to plant the vines, then you have to harvest the grapes, and then you have to put them in your crush pad, then you have to put them in your cellars, and then age them until you can actually sell them and make money off of them. It's just like so well designed and so fun. I just think it's fun. Every time I play it, it's just like fun. You build little trellises.
Yeah.
You have a wine tour here and there, and the cards are fun. You get a little guy, and it's actually smartly designed. Or like
I don't own Viticulture yet, but I need to add it to my collection. Stonemeyer goes through these phases of like offering review copies for certain things.
Oh yeah, cool.
And so that's how I got Libertalia, which you requested.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for them to want people to review the base game, so I can be like, okay, I'll do it, just because like I really like it. But
I love this game.
I started with Tuscany. I played Tuscany first. I didn't play the base, and I was like, oh well, Tuscany's the only way to play.
Yeah,
it's the only thing. And then I played the base, and I was like, oh, this is great.
This is great. Yeah,
like Tuscany is good too. Like it adds in.
I'm
basically,
sure it's great.
you have worker placements in all 4 seasons.
Okay, sweet.
Instead.
Oh yeah.
And then there's like a little map thing at the bottom.
Because in this one you just draw a card in the
Exactly.
off seasons,
Yeah.
and like I don't mind that. Kind of the flow of the game works really well, and the drawing of a card is exciting every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
So that's the basic. That's the main change from it.
This is one of my favorite games. 100%.
Yeah. So what's the rating?
This could easily
10 out of 10.
To be honest, it could be a 10.
Give it a 10.
I actually don't think there's much that they could change about this game to make me love it more. Like I just think this is just an excellent
10
and
out
for
of
the
10.
size of it. I'm just like I was extremely impressed.
Oh yeah.
I'd never even heard of this game, and I saw it, and I was like, "That's pretty. What do you do? You make wine, and it's a worker placement." Okay, I just bought it, and I was like, "This is the bomb."
Nice.
So if I could ever luck out again, just getting a game without ever even knowing what it was, I would be very happy.
Nice. A 10 out of 10.
10 out of
How
10.
are we gonna beat that? Well, I'll bring this one because I'm excited to play this.
Oh
with you.
man, how do we beat that? Okay, Terra Mystica is one of the greats. This is another one of those things. I saw a picture of the board, and that people were putting
all the
landscape
on it.
on
Oh yeah.
on like a one tile on top of another, and I was like, "What do you mean you're like terraforming?" And then I looked into it, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool!" And all that like the wooden structures and stuff, and it, like building up in this swampy kind of area. Terra Mystica is like 100% one of my favorite games. It's easily a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10, 100%. I played it online now. I have it on my iPad.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, oh shoot, I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
I'm still terrible at it.
Well, I think if you've been playing it all the time, then you're gonna whoop us.
No, I'm honestly like you could easily just like sneak in. It's only that I know the rules.
Yeah.
But I can't take advantage of the rules very
Yeah.
well. But I just love it. I just
Yeah.
love building stuff, and I played this in the pandemic with my roommate Jane, who I think is in Poland now. Shout out to Jane.
That's classic Jane.
Yeah, classic Jane. She flew off to Poland,
Yeah.
and good for her.
Good for her.
You know, and yeah, we played it in the pandemic, and it was actually very nice because I got to know Jane a bit, and we played this game and just chilled, and world fell apart.
So 10 out of 10. Speaking of pandemic,
Oh yeah,
you've got Pandemic.
yeah, pandemic. Where do I put that one? I haven't played that in a
I'm
while.
probably gonna put that on the
Yeah, I'm not
ground.
At a certain
I
point,
can
you
put it
should
back on
show
the shelf
people
if
what
you
this
want.
insane, like my entire
I can turn
collection.
the.
This
We want to turn the camera.
this is the just off camera
That's how-
chaos.
That's exactly
It's just
what-
like this, so I can hug it like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, pandemic. What do I say about pandemic? I feel like a lot of people played pandemic.
Yeah.
It was really, really, really fun when
What
I
do you
found
like
it. It was
about
like the first like kind of new board game that I bought. It's like the first thing that got me into board games.
Mhm. This was it. This was kind of like
I
your.
think so.
This was like your gateway.
It might have been Catan, but probably Pandemic was the first one I bought because I still don't
Right.
own Catan.
Yeah, that's true. You made a copy.
I
of
made a
Catan.
copy. Oh, we didn't even bring it.
No.
Didn't bother. But yeah, Pandemic's fun. What do I like about Pandemic? It has
Well, got you into board gaming.
yeah. It's like it's a puzzle. It's fun to
Yeah.
do, and you and your friends are trying to just like talk together. I like that it was the first cooperative game I ever
Mhm.
played.
Have you ever played the Legacy version?
Never, no,
You-
never.
I would highly recommend. Like, if you do like the base Pandemic system, it just
Mm.
like ramps up. I've only played half of the first
Yeah,
game, and it was in my top 20 2 years ago
freaking right.
of just playing half of the game. And then I'm releasing my top 60 now, and it is still in the top 60.
It's still there.
Yeah, and I feel like bad about putting it there. I haven't played in like friggin' 5 years, but the
Yeah.
memory of it
Yeah.
is like so significant that
Totally.
like of such a good experience.
You actually go through that. You go just in one game.
Mhm.
You go through like, how are we going to do this? It's exploded in whatever. It's exploded in
Yeah.
Brazil, and now I'm not even close to there. But oh, you have this special ability. You can get down there. You saved us all. Yeah, I really like that for that. Actually, I
Now,
play a game of this again.
because what I find sometimes with
Mm.
like games that introduce me to board gaming, and then when
Yeah.
you get more complicated things, right,
Yeah.
like Terra Mystica, going back to them, I'm sometimes like, wow, I played that at a
Yeah.
certain point.
Yeah.
Do you ever get that sensation with Pandemic?
I actually haven't gone back to play it
In a while.
I played it with my family. My
Mm.
family really enjoyed it.
Nice.
And that's a really hard thing to do. Like,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people find it hard around Christmas time to find a game that your family actually cares about playing. But I played it with my mom and my sister. They're not gamers at all, but they both have fond memories of it. So yeah, I went back to it and I was like, oh, thank God I had a game that like,
Yeah.
didn't take too long to explain.
Yeah.
And I understood well enough because
Yeah.
I played it enough because I liked it enough to play
Yeah.
it that much that I understood it without even having to
Like
consult the rules.
have your head buried in the rules.
Yeah, it was like, oh, thank God I can just explain it quickly. Actually, Terra Mystica is one of the other games that I can explain well now. I played it enough, even on my own. I will actually set that game up and just play it on my own.
Yeah.
Just like chill on my own for like 2 hours, just to have a beer, especially in the pandemic.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was what I do. I just play a game on my own.
Nice.
And just like, I wouldn't root for either team. I just really actually try to game it out.
Oh, you
what
do
the
like
best
both.
move
You
was.
just like two-handed.
Yeah.
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 Now here's something that have you played at all?
Yeah.
Is it actually good?
Well, what is it? Is it good? Is it? It's not great. It's just like,
It's just
it's just llamas. It's just one of those games. You
I
just
mean,
know,
the-
do what the card
the
says.
beautiful
and away you
smile,
go.
and we'll cut back to the replay that Pat had when I revealed it.
Oh, yeah.
Shows me everything I need to know that you love it.
Well,
It's
yeah,
llamas.
because it also reminds me that. So I had a friend who went to Australia, lives in Australia, and I was living with them for like a couple months really, and then they had to go back because it was a pandemic, and like they were just like, I don't know if they're shutting the borders down or what. So then they gave me this game, so it has a little
Sentimental value.
yeah, it has a little sentimental value. It has a name. Anyway, my name's written on it somewhere.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, it's just like these silly little guys. Do I play it that often? Not really, but I can imagine it being really
It's like
nice at a hostel or something. Just playing it with random people.
I assume it's a pick up a card. You have a random draw a card from a deck.
Yeah.
Play cards. They have different effects, right?
Yeah, you have different places to put them, and
It is trying to be unstable unicorns.
it's trying to be unstable unicorns.
I assume
exactly.
with it being called Llamas Unleashed.
I think it's actually the same.
The same
publisher.
people?
I think
Oh,
it's the
that
same
makes sense.
publisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of why.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one.
All right. I wasn't even going to pull it down.
I'm glad you did.
Well,
Yeah, it's kind of.
I'll
I'd
keep
play this
on.
again.
I'm gonna keep on pulling down. This is your.
Good.
These are your classic game category. We're gonna pull them all down at the same time. But you can talk about this one.
5. I'll give it 5.
You give it 5.
This Bananagrams
Is
awesome game. Recommend 100%. This is a 10. Bananagrams is 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exquisite and exactly what I wish Scrabble was. And this is exactly all I need. This is the only word game I really need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Quiddler.
Sorry, Quiddler.
Or Quibbler or whatever it is.
Sure about Quiddler.
I also love Bananagrams. Bananagrams, it's in my top 60
Hell yeah.
games.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. It's all so awesome.
Easy.
But it was
Easy.
just in the 60 to 51 range.
Okay.
And like, that's I was like, well, I have to do top 60.
Yeah.
And Bananagrams was one of the reasons why I had to do top 60. Because I was like, no, I love Bananagrams
You
so
cannot
much.
shirk the
No,
Bananagrams.
I'm not going to just do a top 50.
Yeah. No.
Like, then I couldn't talk about Bananagrams.
It's very important to you too.
Yeah.
Because you're the best person I know at Bananagrams. Because
That's
usually
what
I
I was waiting
I
for,
win
yeah.
Bananagrams. Usually I win, and
That's
I
true.
did win against you once or twice.
That's
but
true.
You did beat me more than.
Yeah, you were unbeaten.
I was
until
actually
you met me.
unbeaten, and
yeah.
I marketed myself as such. I put it
Yeah.
on my resume. I was telling
Yeah.
people, casting agent,
Yeah.
I am unbeaten at Bananagrams.
But
And nobody cared until you, and then
now I did care. I was very excited to hear about it.
Yeah.
And you're also a great Bananagrams player.
But you put me in a blender when you played me last. It's crazy.
Scrabble, a good old Scrabble.
Good old Scrabble. Gotta have Scrabble. Come on.
I call Scrabble one of the best area control games. Which I think is a funny way of looking at it. I did an area control list.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, people put Scrabble on the list, and I was like, you know what? Scrabble is an amazing, because it is an area control game. It's a 2-letter words, right? It's all about the 2-letter words.
Yeah.
And so you're
trying to
fighting
branch it in,
for
but if you branch it in your territory in Scrabble, then
Mhm.
somebody else has a chance to
Has a
use that
chance.
territory.
Yeah. So you got to
it's like
plan out, and you got
Your area is not your area. You're just building
Uh-huh.
into a new place, and you have to maybe quickly cut off somebody from being able to use
Yeah.
a great example.
Or you try to build it with the letters that don't link up in
Right.
easy ways in
Yeah.
that area, or
Yeah.
setting yourself up for different words in
Yeah.
the other. So I don't know. I think Scrabble's cool.
Scrabble's cool. It is kind of annoying that not often the best longest word is the
Yeah.
one that wins.
Oh,
It's
never, almost never,
You
yeah.
pick the dumb,
the
weird,
stupid
shorter
words.
word, and that's the one that gets
Yeah.
you the win, which kind of annoys me about Scrabble, which is why I like Bananagrams.
Do you-
Longer word is a better word.
So what would you give Scrabble?
I give Scrabble a 6. I'll give it a 6. Yeah,
All right.
I'd play it, but
Do you love Chinese checkers?
that's a random game. My grandma gave me that game.
Oh, okay.
I keep it because my grandma gave it to me.
Yeah, that's.
Chinese checkers is it's probably
I can insult
just under
you,
chess.
but I'm not going to insult your grandma.
I don't think my grandma really cares about Chinese checkers that much. She certainly doesn't play it. She makes
loves
bird
it.
baths and birdhouses and stuff. I don't
She
think she
takes
has time.
baths with birds.
That's her favorite thing.
That's her thing.
Yeah, big ones.
Nice.
Emus and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
cool! Like an
She's
ostrich.
serious. She's serious. 85. She fucking rescues
Rub it up. They just
ostriches.
It's like, can you get my back? The ostrich is like,
That's my grandma, man. And
yeah.
I was willing to use my one F-bomb for this entire video to keep it PG. I was willing to use that one F-bomb just to describe how intense my grandma is about
Yeah.
wrestling ostriches
Yeah.
and big pigeons. And
There you go.
What's up with Chinese checkers, man?
Do you like it?
Oh, I think it's fine. I'll give it a 4.
Oh, it's the lowest bottom of the barrel.
I'll give it a 4, but my grandma's a 10. I love my grandma. And Chinese Shut up. That's not what I meant. My grandma is awesome. I love my grandma.
No, I thought that was a very sweet thing.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
laughing
totally.
because
That's great.
it was the juxtaposition of but don't worry, my grandma's not a 4 out of 10. My grandma's a 10.
My
You know what? I think your grandma's a 10 too. Pat.
Thanks, Chris. Oh, that's important
Yeah.
for me to hear.
And you got a good old copy of Scattegories.
Yeah, freaking right.
Somebody the other day said I love Scattegories when they were looking at the shelf,
Yeah,
and I said, why are you not looking at my game?
right. You're like, why are you looking at this $4 Value Village?
Scattegories. You get out of the Brunswick house, you're never coming back.
$3 at Value Village.
Nice.
This is the one time I've actually found a decent game at Value Village
Yeah.
and went out and bought it. What in the world is inside here, though?
I don't
It's
know.
Heavy.
Is there a secret surprise?
Why is it so heavy?
Oh no, it's just Scattegories.
Oh, it's just a heavy thing.
I really thought you were about to reveal something that it wasn't Scattegories
Excited.
the whole time. That
Cut to
it was just like the.
my friggin' cat's in here. No, it's so
This is
over.
big
It's
dice.
so overproduced for what it is.
Yeah.
Categories
Yeah.
you do it with a piece of paper. It doesn't need to be this big. Categories, easy. Sometimes you have fun in this. 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. That's good.
Whatever.
You know what?
Categories, whatever. 4.5.
Whatever.
Whatever. You can play it. I've actually had good times with friends at parties. Old
Yeah.
friends, Can't be bothered to pick out a new game.
Some 4.5 friends.
Oh.
So we have 5 games left.
Oh, yeah, 5. Here
Well, we do have 5 games after your cribbage board and your chessboard, I think.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
So you want to talk about cribbage and
Yeah,
chess?
I bought this in India. It's a beautiful chessboard.
Ooh, that is
It's
cool.
really nice. It's made of like real inlaid wood and stuff. And the pieces are all pretty. I think I lost one piece, which is a bummer. But they're all magnetically.
You can play as that one then.
I will. Look, they magnetically attach.
Nice. I had one of those.
So I can play it on a train, right?
Yeah.
It's like, that's such a great, come on. It's so well designed. It's so beautiful. It is cracking a little bit, so not perfectly designed, but it's made of wood, so that's what you expect, right?
Yeah, so not perfectly designed.
Not perfectly.
Let's not get a
4.5.
4.5.
No, I love chess.
Do you love chess?
I don't know where to put chess because it's so complicated. Sometimes in my life I go back to chess.
Mhm.
I have friends who've like pursued chess. I used to work a job in Charlottetown where we just sit on benches and play chess. Like we'd dress up like old men and we'd sit on the benches and doff our top hats and go back to our chessboards. We're supposed to be like interacting with tourists, but really we'd play chess. And we'd go into the old like Hillhurst Inn and we'd sit there and we'd eat their cookies and we'd play chess and like ignore the tourists. People would walk over like, "What are you up to?" "I'm trying to win." my good man.
So if you had to give chess a score then?
Ooh, you can't give chess a score.
Well, is it a
man.
10 out of 10 then?
Oh, it's just like depends on who you're playing. If you're playing somebody who's equally matched to you, chess is a 10.
It's a 10.
If you're playing somebody who's like not as good as you, it sucks. It sucks for you.
Yeah.
And if you're playing somebody that's like slightly, even not slightly, but like if you're playing somebody who's obviously way better, it's like it's awful. So chess is a 10 or maybe a 1 out of 10, depending on the game that you play.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to call it. Sharice got this for me.
Oh, it's got your initials.
Our first Christmas, she gave, it says PFJ 25/12/2021. It was just Christmas 2021. And I love this game.
That's really cute.
I'd give Cribbage 9 out of 10.
Cribbage is awesome.
Cribbage is great.
I would play cribbage all the time with my grandma.
Yeah.
Nice. Who's a 10?
Well, Sharice is not my grandma, but thanks, Chris. Try again.
Sharice is my grandma. That's
Oh,
what I was saying.
No! We're brothers!
Grandpa! You're my grandpa. Old Grampy Pat.
I need to unpack this, but I don't have time.
We don't have time.
We're
We got
doing
more
a show.
games to talk about.
Yeah.
Because we have 4 great games
Oh, yeah.
and 1 truly abysmal game. So should we leave the abysmal game for the last?
We'll leave it to the last, because that's where the
seems
real
nice.
fight starts.
That's the
Okay,
fight.
Everdell. I started off being like, this game's complicated. There's too much written on the cards. It's too small. And then I played it like 10 times and maybe 12 times, and then I think I'm really, really on board with Everdell. It's really good, and you have a lot of these little guys, and they can live in specific places. And at first, you're like overwhelmed because there's too many little guys and too many places, and you don't know what goes with what. Then you play more and more, and you realize, oh, this little guy can live here, and if I put this down first, then I get him for free.
Yeah, it's still all the great chaining stuff.
Yeah, and it just builds as you go. Beginning, you can't do anything. And at the end, you're like, I can't believe I'm still buying things, and my cards are still activating and stuff. So, and I think design-wise, it's even more beautiful design-wise than Viticulture. So I think they made something really special here. Yeah.
So what's that? Everdell?
I give Everdell. Oh no, I'll give it a 9.
9?
I'll give it a 9.
Okay.
I still think it's like a little bit like the card reading small things on cards. It's not as elegant as I want it to be. Right. It's not just a few rules like
so you're all about the elegance. You're all about the streamline of the experience.
Like really, I don't want to be like held up being like, okay, that says this is a very specific thing that I can do, and I forgot that I couldn't do that. Like I still get overwhelmed when I play it.
That's why you like Terra Mystica.
Oh, I know. I'm definitely bad at Terra Mystica, but you don't have to read things in Terra Mystica.
That's fair. Yeah.
You don't have to read a single word. There's no text. It's all symbols.
It's all symbols, and you're like, what does that symbol mean? I'll just figure it out.
I'm notoriously bad at reading, so no, it's not true.
As an actor,
I'm actually a big fan of reading. I think men should read more. I think that would stop men from being really bad.
That's the message. This is your agenda that you're pushing forward. That we finally cracked it at this point of the video. You know what? I think men should read more. Pat Jeffrey's hot take.
Should read more.
It would stop them from being really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, also agree.
This is why I didn't want to do this. Oh my god.
So Matt gave it an 8.9 out of 10.
He gave Everdell an 8.9. I gave it a 9, so Matt likes it way less than I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way
Dune,
less.
Imperium, Uprising. Mamma mia, that's a spicy game. I love that game. I love it. I love this game. This is so good. It's such a good game.
10 out of 10?
Come on, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
It's fantastic.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Did you get this after we played Dune Imperium last summer?
Yeah. So I only got this like
recently.
Yeah,
well, it's only coming out recently.
I got it when we moved from Fredericton, actually. So I would have gotten it 7 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 7 months ago. And
So you'd played. My point is, you'd played Dune Imperium before this.
yeah, I'd played it before, and I.
What made you get this? Just because it was the updated version?
Yeah,
or
I got the
just one that was there.
I did some research, and it seems like it's a little bit further along in the design process. I like that there's sandworms in it, and you know, like I don't really usually like movie tie-ins with anything because I just always like you get a book and like the movie posters on the front. You're like, what if the movie's bad?
Remember, Pat hates Marvel.
I'm a big non-fan of Marvel.
All you board game nerds out there that definitely don't have any crossover with Marvel fans.
Please don't give anybody my address. It's very important. That
It's my address too.
Yeah, that's right. They'll come down there. They'll go through you to get to me.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I'll protect you.
Yeah. I know you will. I know you will. You won't leave. You won't leave me. Yeah, you won't leave me.
I would never.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you actually?
Of course, I'd protect you.
What would you do to protect me? How would you protect me?
I would put my body in front of your body.
And then when they slashed and hacked away your body?
Well, then my body's dead. But hopefully you had enough time to run away.
Oh, okay. Okay, you keep them back.
Yeah.
You keep them back with little board game stats and stuff.
Yeah. I'd be like, hold on. Have you seen this picture of Garfield?
Oh, noodles!
Let me tell you about Garfield.
I've been up all night. All nights.
Oh, can you believe it? It's Monday again.
Oh, lasagna, my favorite meal. Oh.
What do you love about Dune Imperium other than everything?
Oh, it's so good. It's so. I guess I'm such a hypocrite because I said I don't like little cards and little things written in cards. But this is a lot of cards.
But it's a lot of symbols.
A lot of symbols.
A lot of symbols.
Big deal. What is my problem? I like people reading it, but I don't like them reading on cards.
Well, but
I like the symbols better.
There's. Oops.
Someone's calling.
You can pick it up.
No.
You sure it's not Shreese?
Maybe. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, pick it up.
Yeah, hello.
So Dune Imperium, 10 out of 10.
I think it's about a 10. Yeah. We'll call it a 10.
All right.
Love it.
So, Pat, we also just went and helped Sharice. And you grabbed what is this?
So this is, when I was very desperate and at my parents' house, it was the pandemic, I just moved back in. Oh. God bless my parents. They took me in for like 4 months when I needed it. It was nice of them. But I had no board games, so I made a version of CATAN.
Did you get what did you do for the development cards? Did you do the right amount?
Did I? That's a good question. What did I do? Here's just the general stuff of it. The nicest thing about it is these actual
those are nice,
beautiful tiles, right? The tiles are the best part.
Yeah,
that's one. They're all painted. They're all pretty and like custom and stuff. This one's like gold. I think the golds are very especially beautiful.
For the gold resource.
Yeah. Or the ore resource, and these are the sheeps in the little fields, and everyone is new, and everyone's its own thing. Yeah. This is the desert tile. You see, that's a little nice little.
Are you
tile.
Prepared to sell it to a lucky person who's watching?
Oh my god!
Name your price.
Of course I am. Are you kidding me? Name your price.
Yeah,
$100. Sell it for a bottle of
$100.
$100 bottle of scotch.
Okay,
no one's gonna buy it.
That's the price. If you want Pat's homemade custom CATAN.
That's what it's called. It's called homemade. This is the wheat. You didn't even see the wheat.
You didn't even see the wheat.
Fields and fields of wheat. How about that? Come on. Okay, here are the resources.
What about the resources, Pat?
Look at these resources. Come on. Look at these. That's brick.
That's good resources.
How about that resource?
You didn't like proxy these at all, eh? You were like, I'm making a bunch of cards for brick, like not using anything else that isn't cards,
just cards.
All right.
We have like all of those special development cards. This is a knight card. This is collect 2 free roads. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Look at this. This is not something anyone's going to make free. Look at this. Hundreds of hours of labor. God damn, I put so much work into this. Yeah. I never even played this.
Did you know? I didn't even. You never played this?
I had fun making it. That's a sheep card.
I didn't know that part of the story. I love that you spent so much time making this and you never played it.
No one wanted to play with me. A lot about me can be summed up in that. No one wanted to play with me. See, that's a wood card. They're sick of this. They're like, move on. Everyone here is like, scrub through. They're like,
There's your
who
gold.
gives a shit? There's your gold card. See, my ore has gold in it. That's why it's worth something.
Yeah, it's worth $100 bottle of Scott.
They
Oh,
look
that's
like
nice.
feathers. Nah, that's wheat.
That is nice. I think wheat's my favorite.
Wheat's your favorite?
I
Look
think
at that.
wheat's my favorite.
Gorgeous. Doesn't that look like you're in Banjo Tooie or something? You're playing Banjo
You
because you're
made
getting
so
those
many.
immortal feathers.
You never even played it.
Look at this. Look at this shit. Building costs.
That's true. You gotta know. You gotta know.
Long.
But what's really impressive is that it does have the correct symbology. Like, look at that wheat.
I drew the cards.
Look at that wheat.
Over
and
and
because
over and
because that wheat does look.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Similar.
that's just the way it was.
Oh man, I just love that you never played it. I can't believe you never played it.
Look, I actually used Monopoly pieces for the little guys.
For the robber.
That's it. Anyway, you see,
Wow.
the things that I do for
Here-
nobody apparently.
Here I For nobody.
For nobody.
Oh, here I thought I would roast your collection in this, Pat. But
It's roasting itself.
I would
Chris.
never dream of it. If you're looking for the perfect board game collection, I'm always going to say Pat Jeffrey, owner of the perfect board game collection.
Oh,
No
God.
notes.
No notes.
Except for maybe the one that we're going to talk about at the end.
Yeah, no notes. Anyway, this 10 out of 10. Come on.
10 out of 10.
Would anybody like to play with me? That's why I'm here.
Here we have Quacks.
Quacks. Chris got this for me. This is
did.
one of the greats. This is a 10. This
For
is
your birthday.
excellent. I played this immediately. Yeah, this was on
Mhm.
my birthday,
Yeah.
and you got it for me, and I really appreciate it. And I was
Yeah.
supposed to help you film your rabies.
Yeah, and you
awards,
didn't.
I
You showed up late.
I showed up really late because we were having a birthday supper, and then I showed up actually late for the
that's
awards
fine.
ceremony.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Chris got me
you,
Quacks.
didn't know that we were. I forgot to introduce you properly, and I really meant to introduce you properly at the very beginning. This is Merit Award winner Patrick Jeffrey.
Yeah, Merit Awards. The awards that everybody knows
Uh-huh.
about. Everybody knows what they are.
Yeah.
That's it.
I didn't
That's
even
it.
get nominated.
Well, you got a special shout out though.
I did.
They did. They especially shouted out you and all the characters that you played, and specifically that you didn't get
That I didn't
nominated
get
is what they
nominated.
shouted
Yeah.
you.
they're like, we did a better job. But it was a good joke. It was a good joke.
It's very, very
Quacks,
funny.
what do you like about Quacks?
I love Quacks because it's just like a bunch of different you just get in a bunch of resources, a bunch of little ingredients, and you draw them drawing them out of this bag, and then you're putting them in your potion, and if the potion explodes, then it's thrilling. If
It's
the potion
so good.
explodes, it's thrilling, and you still get something if your potion explodes. It's just you don't get as much, and I think that's the best part. That you
Mhm.
can't really lose. You just kind of go until you can't go anymore, and then you might go one more, and then you might lose, but that's okay. You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Push
great
Your
time.
Luck is just friggin' fun.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah.
This is a great way to do push your luck.
Yeah.
And everybody I've played it with has been thrilled about it. I
Cool.
did it at the park retreat.
Oh,
And,
nice.
Yeah, I played it with Richie Wilcox, my man. It was actually the first time I really met him, and we played Quacks. And we had a
Nice.
great time. I was
Sweet.
like, oh, I made a friend through Quacks. So
Yeah.
thank you,
Look at
Chris.
that. Yeah, you took my friend from me like Fort.
That's it.
He used to be my friend. Now he doesn't call me anymore.
New Noodle
He-
Twin now.
Yeah, he's like Pat is my board game guy. I was like,
That's it.
what?
I said, what? No,
How dare you? Here we have Inish, the
Yeah.
beautiful Inish,
I'm all up in this.
which
Love
it's got to
this
be a
game.
10 out of 10 for you
Inish, I think it's down to I think it's
because I ruined it for you.
No, it wasn't you and Josh. I swear to God, it wasn't that. I just think I'm not very good at it, and it sometimes does frustrate me how bad I am at it because it's not crazy complicated. I love everything about it though. It is like a 9. It's at least a 9.5. I think it's a 9.5. I'll say that. It's just it's not a 10 because I haven't got
you're
the hang
bad
of
at
it, and I'm quite bad at it. And if anybody plays it with me, they'll probably beat me. And if I beat them, then they probably won't have any fun. And
That'll be a 10 out of 10 though if you beat them.
if I finally beat some, no, it depends. If I beat you, it'll be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
It probably won't happen. It's a very good game. It's a beautiful game. I think it's really well made. It's just it's a tricky game to explain. It's not for everybody. Like a little war game.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody.
I find Inish is really tough. It is, and there's so much that's in flux and is dependent on stuff. But I really like it. They just came up with a big box on Kickstarter that has like the two
Seasons.
the seasons expansion. Then there's a new expansion as well. Well, I looked at the expansions and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then I contacted them. I was like, "Yo, but if you wanted me to do a review on it, I want the big box." And and honestly, it was like really good value.
Yeah.
It was like €65 for the big box.
Okay.
It's like really,
65
really good.
euros is like $10,000.
Yeah, well, that's
Canadian?
true, but yeah, it's you know like 100, but still like 100 is like
That's not bad. Yeah,
regular
this
Vintage is
probably
like
cost me
80.
100.
Yeah,
I don't know, from
Yeah.
the shipping and stuff.
yeah, for sure.
But I love having this game. I
Mhm.
love having this game.
Yeah.
This is a game I saw and I was like, I need that game. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
well, it hits the Pat Jeffrey.
The design.
The unique
Mwah.
design is key for you.
It won't get to the table unless it looks pretty.
Right.
That's really the
Yeah.
simplicity of it. Gameplay then is what keeps it coming back through. But like this is a
You won't
beautiful
even
game.
let me come over unless I put on like
makeup and
the makeup
and the wig.
and the butler. And now that makes sense why you dressed up your friend in the butler uniform. You're like, everything must be beautiful.
Everything must be beautiful. Not that I don't think you're beautiful, darling, but I think as a blonde, you would be much, much more beautiful.
I'm picturing you as a post-apocalyptic, like Hunger Games style villain,
Whoa.
where it's like everything has to be beautiful, and you're the one turning people into like wax figurines or
God,
something
that's
like
how you
that.
picture me?
That's how I picture
When
you.
you close your eyes, or when you're back in Toronto and you think about an old Pat on the East Coast,
I
you think
do.
of me as this monster.
Yeah. Every
Living in a
time
post-apocalyptic.
before I
Atlantic
go to
future.
sleep, I think about you
Oh, well,
like that.
Well, that's a little compliment.
And then finally, this is the reason why I thought that I would roast Pat's collection, because this is just an abhorrent, just disgusting game that I'm looking forward to playing with you.
all right.
And ruining for you as well when I point out that inherently half of the game doesn't matter. It's Concordia.
Woohoo! Concordia.
What do you like about Concordia, Pat?
Okay, I just like that you're playing I don't know, it's
Well-
just a fun place. You're playing Romans. You're
But
trying to get around.
here's the
like,
thing: that
aliens.
I don't think this meets any of the Pat Jeffrey criteria, because look at this art. Do you like this art? It's got to be. People talk about the Concordia box as one of the ugliest boxes in board gaming history. Yeah, they do. They really do. Like, I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's that.
I
bad.
really don't think it's that bad either. But like, that's kind of like the consensus
That's funny.
online. They're
That's
like,
very funny. though.
because of her smile,
No,
and she's just like looking weird.
I actually
and
think
stuff.
there's a lot of respect in the painting. This
Yeah.
the way he's looking at her. It's not like a leery eyed.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually kind of a I don't know. There's a respect. She's buying something.
Uh-huh.
She looks actually pretty well painted, and he's got nice brushwork. And this like vaulted. I like this box.
You like this
the
box?
more I like the box, the better. I will admit the first time I saw it, I was like, why is that the cover?
Yeah,
But now I actually quite like it. It's more like a painting than many others.
yeah. And I guess like this is the way to kind of capture the spirit of the gameplay, which is just boring and bland.
Yeah, you're buying silk. Just buy, can I buy a cloth, please?
Yeah.
Yes, and a brick, perhaps no brick, just cloth. Yeah, you're right.
You know what this would do better? Can we use your Catan resources when we play with this?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, perfect.
I'll make us a special silk card.
But
That's
I
what
did
we-
cut you off. What do you like about Concordia, Pat?
I like that. I like that you're spreading across a map and you're putting little settlements down. And I like that the provinces all have their own special resources. And I like that when you play certain cards, everybody that's in a certain region gets to get resources.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. I like. I like spending money to get like special cards, and I like how those cards kind of give you special things and are fun to use. What else do I just like the little warehouse and how cute it is that you have little things put in the spaces, and I just like it as a good resource management game. You know,
Okay.
like I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would you rate it?
I would rate Concordia probably a 7.5.
Oh, okay. I
I'll
thought
give
you were
it
going to
that.
say 8.
No, I'd say 7.5. It does have, there are some things wrong with it. It's kind of long. It is for what it is. It's kind of long. And sometimes I introduce it to people and they like it. Charisse does not like this game. You and Charisse are actually on the
Charisse
same.
is a woman of wealth and taste.
Well, that's true. She has integrity.
Yeah.
I don't, but she originally played it with me. She was one of the first, and she said, "I didn't." Like
This
that
almost
game."
ruined board gaming for Charisse. You almost never got to play board games with Charisse because of
Almost.
this.
Oh, you
Well,
hear that?
That's time for us to finish up.
That's what that bell means.
That's what that bell means. It's time for the video to be over. Yeah, actually, we'll see. Is that a person who's coming over to hang out?
It might be my package.
Your package I picked up already, and that was going to be your special treat.
Oh.
So it might be my package?
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, it is.
Hello.
It is Seb coming over to play games.
Yeah.
So we're going to finish up, but before we do, I want to ask you, Pat, this is putting you on the spot. What are your top 5 games of all time, if they're in your collection?
If they're in my collection, they are.
Or rank them in your collection.
Oh, rank them.
So number 5.
Okay, number 5
Well,
would
I'll
be.
give you some time
Yeah,
to like
for sure.
to think
I think-
about them. I can vamp.
Yeah, sure. Okay, number 5 would be I think Viticulture.
Viticulture makes 5. It's 10 out of 10 games.
Oh shit! No, you're right. It can't be Viticulture. I don't know. Number 5 would be Wavelength. Okay.
Okay.
I think Wavelength is
All right.
excellent. 4 would be Avalon.
Okay.
Avalon's excellent.
Yeah.
Number 3, I think. Ooh, 3 would probably be Dune Imperium Uprising.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Number 2 would probably be Terra Mystica, and number 1 would be Viticulture.
You're going to put Viticulture at 5.
I don't know. It's arbitrary. It doesn't matter. All points don't matter. Those 5.
Everdell doesn't make it.
Everdell doesn't make it. No,
Doesn't make it?
Not in the best games.
We got Wavelength, Avalon, Dune Imperium,
Yeah.
Terra Mystica,
Terra Mystica,
Viticulture.
Viticulture for sure.
the winner.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody. We're gonna hang out with our friends and play games.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Everybody say thanks to Pat for hanging out and showing us his beautiful collection. Thanks, Pat. This was very fun. And I thought I had a great time with you.
Oh,
and
me
I
too.
would have done this not with the camera on.
Oh, wicked.
In fact, it wasn't even recording, and we have to do this again.
Oh my god.
Oops.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.